Hey guys, this is the prelims focus news discussion of 18th of November. Let's see the very first news, guys. First news is about India's sovereign credit rating has been upgraded by Moody. Now, what is Moody? It is a US-based rating agency who claims that we are giving a rating at an unbiased manner to all the different countries, right? So they have this was news because recently India's sovereign credit rating has been upgraded from BAA3 to BAA2. All right, means it has increased one position. Means earlier the condition was stable, was positive. Now it is totally stable. Means there is our prospects that in future investment are. I mean, India will attract a huge investment, right? So this is indeed a very good indication for India. So this news has totally created a. I mean, like in political world, this news has totally brought up a kind of earthquake, like because like different opposition political parties were blaming since many a time that the central government is not doing this. They have ruined our economy. But after the coming of this result of Moody's, the central government is claiming that no, we have done very good thing. But anyways, those are political matters. We don't need to delve much into that matter. But the thing is, in last 13 years, this is the first time that this rating has been increased. So really, it is a moment of really very, I mean, good moment for India, because in future it is expected that the investors will come into India and invest, since the rating agencies have given a good indication for India, right? So yeah, this is it. And yeah, Moody determines its credit rating by looking onto the macroeconomic status of any country, right? So that's why India is India's macroeconomic status are relatively stable, and they are telling that the economic and institutional reform which has been brought by the India, like recent GST which has been brought by the India, is a sign of really appreciation, right? So that's why this was the news. Next is about Saubhagya web portal. Now guys, what is Saubhagya? See, it is basically the scheme of Pradhan Mantri in electricity sector, and the name is Pradhan Mantri Sahaj Bijli Har Ghar Yojana, under which the aim is to give electricity condition to each and every household, right? See guys, might be thinking that earlier also there were many programs like power to all schemes, right? But in those power to all schemes also there were kind of caveats, like under it any village, under that scheme any village was electrified if a certain X amount of say for example 100 number of house are there in a village, right? So if say for example 60 numbers of house are electrified, then that village would have been considered electrified. But what about all those other 40 homes which were not electrified, right? So under this Saubhagya scheme, government has said that no, we will give electricity to each and every household, right? So that's why this Saubhagya web portal has also been launched recently by the government, and it is being said that it is a platform for monitoring the household electrification process, which will disseminate informations on the household electrification status, whether it be in state level, in district level, or village wise level, right? So all the levels, every household information will be included in this web portal, right? So it will be easier for the state discoms to also keep an accountability to it, whether they have whether they have been successful to give provide electricity condition to those every households or not, right? So it is kind of a good scheme by the government. Next is Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat. Guys, it is a scheme by the government of India, again, under which government wanted that each and every state must know the culture of other states, right? So under it, that's why this was in news, and the context of the news was that under this Yojana, Madhya Pradesh has been made partner with Manipur and Nagaland. Alright, and this task for Ek Bharat and Shresth Bharat for Madhya Pradesh has been given to, the nodal department which will implement this scheme in Madhya Pradesh has been given to Higher Education Department of Madhya Pradesh. Under it, Madhya Pradesh will is going to participate in Shanghai Mahotsav, right, which will be organized in Manipur from November 21 to November 23, under which they will get to know the culture of Manipur, right? The culture of Manipur will be known by the Madhya Pradesh, and as such, and simply in future also Manipur will visit Madhya Pradesh if any cultural festival will be there, and they will also get to know the culture and cuisine of Madhya Pradesh, and like this, the aim is that each and every state must know the culture of other states, right? So that's why these are a few of the steps being taken by the government. Next news is about SARTAG, that is South Asian Regional Training and Technical Assistance Center. Guys, it is a capacity development institution basically, which has been formed in previous year by International Monetary Fund, right? And the aim is basically to integrate these 6 nations, which are the state flags like Maldives, India, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal and Sri Lanka. So these 6 nations are integrated at one place, under which IMF will provide the help in macroeconomic and financial areas where these countries are lacking. And basically the aim is so that if they will give an hand-on training to the targeted and advice to these 6 nations, then see these 6 nations can improve their macroeconomic and financial areas where these 6 nations are lacking, right? So that's why this is the step of IMF, and a few other development partners are also there like European Union, Australia, USAID and United Kingdom, right? So that's why we should know about this SARTAG. Though this this was so much in news previous year, I thought in 2017 prelim only they will ask, but they have not asked it, and they have skipped it to 28. They might ask in 2018 prelims, so just remember it, right? Next is Shanghai Cooperation Organization was in news. Guys, why it was in news? Because Ministry of Member of States which are responsible for foreign economic and foreign trade areas, so the meeting among them has recently been conducted in Russia. And guys, for now, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, this institution holds very much important for you, because this is the kind of first ministerial conference after India has become its full member, right? And guys, with India, one other country has also become the full member of Shanghai Cooperation Organization. So you have to write the name of that country in the comment section below, right? This is the task I'm giving it to you. That is very easy, right? And so let's see a bit about Shanghai Cooperation Organization. First of all, this is the emblem of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, but 2 more countries will be added and this will be changed. So first is India and second is, you have to write in the comment section below. All right, and yeah, it is basically Eurasian Political, Economic and Military Organization, which was founded in 2001. Remember the date, 2001, in Shanghai by the leaders of these all countries, and these countries are China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, Tajikistan and Uzbekistan. And mainly the goal is to develop mutual trust in different areas like politics, trades, economics, research and technology, culture, education, transport, tourism, environmental protection, as peace and security, etc, etc, right? So yeah, this was it. Next is about furnace oil and pet coke. Now guys, what are these oil and pet coke? These are basically the remnants of the oil which are being manufactured at furnace, right? The remnants which are left out in the lower side of the furnace, those things are known as furnace oil. So this was in news basically because Supreme Court has requested all the states and union territories to bring about a nationwide ban on these pet cokes and furnace oil, because they were considered to when they were burned, then they used to make huge pollution with respect to other fossil fuels, right? Now, why people were using these furnace oils? Because they are first of all very cheaper. They could get a very cheaper rate, and moreover the calorific value is also much higher. All right, so they would have, the people are getting more efficiency by using these furnace and pet coke oil, right? So that's, earlier also, few days before this was in news because Supreme Court has ordered a ban in 3 states, and those states are Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Rajasthan, and Supreme Court has issued ban on October 24th, and that's why this was in news, guys. And we should remember these furnace oil and pet coke because they might pop up at any time in your paper, because the trend, after seeing the trend of UPSC, they might ask you anything from anywhere. So just remember, and moreover these are environmental questions from environmental sector which are becoming very important, so just we should remember it, right? So yeah, next is about Adi Mahotsav. Now this is also very important because it is a tribal festival. Basically it is a fortnight long tribal festival which will be organized in Delhi, and the theme this time is a celebration of spirit of tribal culture, cuisine and commerce. Now by reading this theme, you will get to know that what are the things which will be showcased in this tribal festival, because it is clear that culture of tribal people will be shown, cuisine of tribal people will shown, and the commerce will be shown. Commerce in the sense, what is their handicraft, art, painting, fabric and jewelry, expertise what they had, right? So they will be brought out at a mainstream platform so that they could capture the market, right? So that's why this was a news. And more than 75 tribal artisans and artisans from all over 25 states are taking part in this festival. So these are the factual information, we don't need to remember as much. But a special feature of this festival will be tribal Indian cuisine, which will be created and presented by special tribal chefs around the country, right? So that's why this is very important. And just remember this keyword, guys, Adi Mahotsav, right? They might ask you that recently Adi Mahotsav was celebrated. So what is it, right? So under 4 option, they'll as a one option they will give it as a tribal festival. So you just have to take it, right? So yeah, that's it, all about it. And yeah, the lesson for today is over. We'll meet in next class. Bye bye.